First day in Vancouver. We've now arrived at the Westin. It's about 6 o'clock. NBC News is on. Our famous view. Right on the harbor. Open the door a little more here, get a little closer so you can get that. We definitely have a wedding going on. I don't know if this guy is going to be doing all the parking here. But out here on the ends of the pier, there, we're going to have a wedding on board. Meanwhile, back out at the harbor, there's the Holland America. People on our bus are on that ship right now. They're about ready to leave. 45 minutes, or 15 minutes ago, excuse me, they tooted the horn and decided to take off. Now, over on the other side, we have the Princess Cruise Line. Actually, they have 2 ships in today. That being one, another one sitting on the other side. We'll be taking off shortly. Pink Dome is where we're going to take off from. Well, now we've taken this thing off portrait. I don't know if it's going to be any better or not. Oh, I wonder if the seaplane is going to help out with the wedding. There seems to be a couple of ships over there. There's a couple of planes over there. But this one's coming right over towards where the wedding is. Well, let's go back and look at our tent structure. The tent structure is the terminal that we'll be leaving from on Monday, right on downtown Vancouver. Look at that for our skyline. Lots of high-rises. Who's bringing the green in? Who knows? Wait and see. This is the Princess Line, the Sky Princess they call it. It is taking off. It's got a little tug assisting it. It tooted just at 6 o'clock. It's 6:20 now. So it takes about 15 minutes to get out there. And if I can swing around without hurting too bad, a more modern Princess Cruise Line ship is taking off right there. It'll back up and take a picture of it when she gets out a little bit further. There's a shot of her. That's the Crown Princess. You know. It'll take a while to back out. She's another big ship. Another Royal Caribbean. The first one that came in was at 6:30 this morning. It's now about 7:20 or so. No, 5:30. 6 o'clock. Almost 6:45. That's a Royal Caribbean. Well, can't see the clock telling what time it is, but it's only a couple minutes after because the other ship's still going in. This is the Rye Dam. We'll be going into the dock where we are going to be going out of. I think we were working with yesterday. There's the other one sitting there at the harbor. He's just going in. Let's see if we can compare the size of the ships. It's difficult, that one's turned. This one's a little closer to us. We'll be going over there where the things are. That one's probably on the other side of it. Cloudy, overcast, and raining.
I don't know what those homes over in that shore run. Are we halfway there? Here?
No.
Third of the way there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What is it?
Close enough that this would come back there and light and something
Pretty.
See the waterfall that we have from Black Mountain? It's kind of raining and... Excuse me. The waterfall over there? It's muted by the Let me get back. Need that.
walk in the park. That one. Still raining. Roses, 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 everywhere roses. Now we'll see the Japanese garden and their waterfall bricks. Yeah. Smile. It's just pulling in. Well, first couple of seconds and the battery is going dead. Hang tight. Okay, starting over now. We have arrived. Believe it or not, this is the gigantic suite for the next 7 days. Got 2 closets on the side over here. With bathrobes. Okay, not bad. Oh, and our safe. Complete bedroom with a bed, a light jacket, place to put our luggage. Let's check out the big bathroom. We'll turn on the light. I can't back out any further. It's a little tight in here. Toilet, bottom shelf, sink, key, shower, step up. Well, at least to be able to get into it. Let's see what else we can do here. Oh, we actually get a painting on the wall. Seating area. Use the wide-angle lens when they take pictures of the interior. Found a place to go ahead. Yep. But we do have a balcony. Somebody you might recognize the couch. Ooh, complimentary champagne. A major television. It's going to be far away. Well, Alaska, a little bit of water. Don't open that bottle. They'll have all kinds of shopping inside, but it's just like your town. You have to get out of town a lot of times to be able to see what Alaska is all about. Just walking downtown, you'll have an idea of the city side. Board. Alaska, and that's one of the benefits of our program. To be able to get there's our gigantic balcony. I can get through here without killing myself. 1 chair, 1 table, 2 chairs, another chair, screen, and a view. Guess what?
The town is almost everywhere.
Keep your rails leading.
Simply a walk away.
Nope, just park.
Away is even that.
Still wonderful weather, still raining. Let's go outside.
There we go. Well, there's the hotel where we were. Probably see our room over there someplace through the mist. CT rail. There's a park across the way that we just took a tour of. Oh, about 2 hours ago. Sulfur piles way up there. Don't know if you can see them now. See? Camera's having trouble trying to figure out what to cue in on, the sulfur piles or the fog. Kind of fading in and out. That's weird. Well, gonna go chase. Been on. 1 second, 2 second, minute. Take another view, just in case. Look at that. It almost looks like a funnel cloud, but it's not. Black and white, it looks like something. You take a picture of that? I don't know if we got one or not. There's a hotel. Take a picture in front of it. Never got down there. And there's a tub right next there. A little bit of the skyline. Yep, turn off now.
As you can see, Bob is being merry little housekeeper and hanging up the clothes. His bag finally got here, so he's a happy camper now.
I wasn't worried.
Yeah, right.
I can go around for a whole week in one pair of pants.
I couldn't stand you for 1 week and a whole one
Think
pair of
about
pants. Yeah, you could do that. Now that it's finally gotten sunny out. We were roasting during lifeboat drill.
In our jacket.
In our jackets.
Plane's taking off in the background.
Yeah, we have all the seaplanes taken off. It's even noisier with them here because they're closer. But
We'll be gone.
give it a few minutes and we'll be out to sea, or out to the bay.
You're really going to wear this, I can see. You ain't going out on deck on this moment.
Okay, we're out of here. What a beautiful day to sail.
Well, here it is. It's 5 minutes after 8. Just had a dinner. Joyce is going to take a picture of, I guess, sunset, but it's not sunset yet. Here over your head, I think there's a boat out there. Isn't there? Is there a boat out there? Bingo. Yep. There is a, it's not a dinghy. Well, compared to this, it's a dinghy. But,
Two more out there.
well, let's see here. Let's get a panorama view. This is the first time we've seen the sun. It came out just as we were leaving. This is tough to take. Dinner was just terrible. We all ate too much. 68 people show up. What a horizon view. What a view. Let's see. Marina. There you go. Little whitewater view. On our balcony. Not bad for the poor folks from the old Disneyland place. Absolutely stunning view. It is not windy. It's I'd say about 68 degrees. Just absolutely fantastic out here. Look at the 8.02 on the inside means it's total runtime on this film.
Yeah.
Now, we've got to figure out what we're going to do on this boat. We've got to pack up for the excursion, so I'm going to go read the material. Adios.
Their backyard. Very personable people, very personalized tour.
We're listening to
the salmon that are coming up.
talk about all the tours.
The bears that are
Let's
coming
take a
down
shot
to
of this island.
Now, when it comes to talking about wildlife, you have to
Put on
keep
the
in mind
strap.
that the bears and moose and things like that, they're not on the payroll, so you might not necessarily see them, but right now there's a pretty good chance you will.
Inland Passage. There's zoom in so you see all those rocks. Really great. You keep going in and out. It's trying to figure out what to focus on. There we go. There's some rocks sticking out in the ocean. Inland Passage, really salt water. Island in the background. Oops, what's that right there? It's coming up on us here. See if I can find it. Where is he? There he is. Fishing ship is going by. 2950 something or other. 2958. Nothing here. Huge rocks. Look at all the water. Glad the guy knows where he's going. Back it up here. So we can see that. It's really great. A little bit of shot into the sun. Let's hope we can. There, we put it on the bright sunlight one. Maybe we can get a picture of it. Absolutely beautiful. Sun coming out there. Guess we're going right through that. Sand and snow. See what it looks like. It is pretty. Back to wrong way. Yeah, I hope this comes out. Wait a minute. There we go. Maybe this will work out a little better. Take a shot back here. Village we're going by. On the Inland Passage, it's Tuesday. Yay. Not much there. We're coming up down the road. About 55 degrees according to the ship's temperature gauge. We got a first village we're passing this morning. Take some more shots a little closer. We spotted a bald eagle a little while ago. We're still looking, haven't seen any along here. We do spot them. To look for like a golf ball on the green, they say. Look for the white head in the greenery of the mountain. Village, as Joyce said. Not much of a village back here. You may not consider that a village. Some more here. Cloudy overcast, slightly misty, but not bad at all compared to Vancouver. Pretty typical of the terrain we've been watching. Lots of logs along every shore that we've seen so far. Been in islands and navigating through periodically all morning long. We got up this morning about 7. So right now, 9:25. That's the amount I give you. Periodically along the line, you spot these little triangles. So one this morning it was probably 20 feet tall off in the distance. This one's relatively small. I'm going to try to find out what those little buggers are. This is the village of Bella Bella. First gigantic one we come across. Here's the local cement truck. The mountain up there appears they were doing some logging at one time or other. It's all gone. Well, the rest of it is just loaded. Mixture of brand new, some up there under construction, some just recently completed. Old meeting houses. Got a church there in the middle. Maybe a wharf area. A couple of good-sized boats. I don't know if they're native-owned. Very large community, it looks like. Communications tower. In the end, you can tell where you are. It's the Bella, what did you say? Band store? Can store. Yeah, maybe you can read better than I can. I can notice the word liquor store at the bottom. There's the local hotel. Show up. Yeah, that's what those boats are. Somebody's going inland passage. They stay overnight, went into the hotel. This is the other side of the lake. There's liquor store area we just passed a little while ago. This is downtown Bella Bella. Pyramid of the North. There's a rustic old place. Probably seen better days than that used. Kids probably have a ball in it. And that's the end of it. You got looks like a native fisherman out there in a boat. Salmon jumped a couple minutes ago out there. I don't know if it's another one. And right out on this point, interesting looking little lighthouse here. Tower in the background. Figure out this camera one of these days which way it goes in and which way it goes out. You guys live out there, dear.
Yeah, wouldn't be bad. It's greater out there.
Yeah. Couple of them out there. What's on them? Containerized cargo. Right in front being pulled by tug. Saw one this morning full of logs. Looks like a native one. The frame is about 1 billion years old. This is handbag. You can see how tough it is. Quit wiggling. Here's our view we've been having all morning. It's a tough place to be. Like facilities. Extra boat just in case. Fuel. Probably Coast Guard station. Tough place to be. Yeah, we'll sign off for now. porpoise chasing us down. There they come up. There they are. They want to try and get away from the boat a little bit here. They're going the other way now. Good shore. Nice little waterfall on the way up. We got a big lunch, so we're back in the room to relax for a couple of minutes. That's about a little half mile away. Go by lens really is nice. I don't know if this is going to do justice to what we're looking at because it's so huge. Take a shot at it anyhow. Panorama, details, almost reach out and touch it. Absolutely pristine, few birds flying by, beautiful canyons, trees everywhere. Periodically, I mean very periodically, you can spot a bald eagle. We were told kind of look for if you get a golf ball on a green someplace, white heads kind of stand out. Spot one, got a shot of it. Two more birds going that direction, whatever that is. Then bright and sunshine, putting your jacket on. This is what we've been seeing all along. Absolutely beautiful, relatively narrow channel. So we have an opportunity to go a little up close, comfortable with the local real estate. This is pretty typical of the edge of the water. Just a series of rocks. Logs always seem to be everywhere. Float down the river. This is actually an area that doesn't have many logs at all. I'm looking at my other eye. We'll catch some here in a minute. This is what you kind of look for on the ships coming upward. They got the stream flowing into the ocean. You can tell by the large gravel deposits that are out front. Take a look and see where it's coming from. Normally there'll be a waterfall up above it. Catch that if you can. Again, I don't know if that's a creek coming in or a log. If you look closer, we'll take a little better look. Sometimes when you're looking up the hill and back out a little bit here, you see reflections. Almost looks like snow. Look real close, right there. You know, you can see that or not, that's actually water running on the face of the rocks in the form of a creek. It comes and goes depending upon where you're at and position of the ship in relationship to where the water's coming down. Back it up here a little bit and see a little bit more what I'm talking about. There you go. And down the canyon, it's about a creek. And then periodically a waterfall. This particular instance, there's a lot of green. Let's go back and investigate that other thing. Elements here. Sure enough, does look like it's a stream to me, not a log. It's telephoto all the way. You can't spot some cataracts above it. And there's something coming into view. Deer? Yeah, this is not a real steep one, but at least it's a moving one. How about that?
A little water coming out of there. You know, we can see up the canyon. Kind of like riding in the Jeep. I wonder where that one goes. There's a water running out. I wonder if the salmon would go up something like that. They're not very deep. But on the other hand, there comes some more in the view back here. They're a little bit higher up on the hill. Looks like it's coming down darn good up there. Maybe we can get all of it in there. Oh, and look at way up there on the hill. Okay, focus. There you go. There's, see it way up on top yet? Really flowing up there. I'm going to turn that dude even higher up to yet. Neighbors have returned. Oh, that's something. Get up here a little bit. You know, all the way down from that saddle up there. Let's see. Very bottom, very top. Oh, quite well. Very top of the mountain too. I don't know where it's coming from. Must be off the other side here. There's a saddle on each side. The sun's behind a cloud, thank goodness. Oh, nice. Hi. Well, it's Wednesday morning, the 9th, and we're now in Alaskan territory. We're a little bit further from shore, as you can see. You have got more I don't know if it's more spectacular. It's different, let's put it that way. Brisk this morning, standing out here, my bare feet being cold, but I thought at least get a shot off. Show you what it looks like this morning. What I really like is the cloudiness is going away, a little bit of it. None of it out, kind of, at least on the east side of the ship, but it's a nice day. We're going into Sawyer Glacier today. Tomorrow we'll be in Skagway and
Oh, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, I lost track. Rail labs and water, we got there last night. Cold out here this morning. Wind's blowing. Last time is probably somewhere between 8 and 8:30. Still plenty of snow.
Well, it's 10:33, Wednesday. We've been in this piece for about 2.5 hours or so. Just want to let everybody know that, you know, it wasn't all sunshine. You got to let the rain. Beautiful view of the fog and the foghorn are going there. We'll blow it here in a second so you can see it. That's our railing. Got a wide angle. Oh, did I ever take a picture of the balcony here? See, it's gigantic. Whoop, you get one big lounge chair like that. Over here to the other. Turn around. There's the other chair. That's our ashtray from the hotel. And that's what he's looking at. That's our foghorn. See how long we can. We're supposed to be into the fjords area about noon, so we got an hour and a half to get out of this, and we'll be at the glacier, Sawyer Glacier, about 2:45, it said, so we've got some traveling time here. We'll see what happens.
And it has been the
Smiling face, my God, come on, give me a break.
What?
Smile.
I am.
What you gonna do the postcards?
I am, as soon as he decides about this evidence thing. Brother Tracy Savage has to go to jail.
Good old OJ. Can't get rid of it. There's a view from the other end.
I think you've done this shot before.
No, I came in the other way. Then give a picture of myself in the mirror way over there.
That the sock had soaked through from the...
Well, now it's 10 minutes for 11. That's the fog bag out there. There's a little see that. Still nippy out. Sun is up. It's not over here yet. Shadow. It's just some water. Picture this night a minute ago with the fog. Camera takes pictures. Take a picture. Well, the Turner ship. We got some boats out there. I spotted a whale a while ago. I don't know if I took him up or not. A little bit of a horizon here. A couple of neat islands out there. Come on and have a look at the lake. The sun is finally out and warm back here. I'm going to take me the jacket. There's spotted something, don't know what, but looking at it, got a flashing battery cross in it, but I don't know if that means it's going bad on there or what. Let's wait and find out there. There he is, just came up again. Several of them out here. I'm taking a heck of a time trying to figure out what to focus on. ship right there. Green over green. Probably about a 35-foot ship. The enormity of the place. Nice sunshine. Haven't got the lens cap off. Right along, run out on the deck and grab it. I must have done a deep dive like that last one. Better stay out here, huh? This is what they call the view. Going up the Sawyer Glacier. Been in here for about 45 minutes to an hour. Been at lunch. Now we're going to try to get out. Whoops. Camera creek there. Be a heck of a climb.
Yeah, good time of this one.
Still feel it there?
No, it's just a tiny little business.
Yeah. Tough country. Tough. Sitting on the end of the deck seat here outside the cabin, and not just 50 feet down from the cabin. Nobody else on deck but Joyce and I, and one gal sitting in the lounge. And the guys working on taking care of all the wood around here. Doing a little varnishing. Oops, what's that? Where to go? There it is. We're going to stop and pick a piece of this up tonight for today. And use it for sculpture tonight at Cafe. There's a couple of big ones that the ship went around. It's kind of right in the middle. The fjord, I don't know if you can see the waterways. They went around those two big ones. It's a terrible place.
Yeah, the camera's working.
Good, I'm glad the camera's working. Tracy, ooh, that was a bug. Tracy, our... See what the phone thing.
Another $500.
It's not necessary. Look how blue the ice is. Going around these big ones. Gotta find that big one. What is it? 1/5 is above water and the other 4/5 is below or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was what, about 5 feet at the most? So probably 20 feet below? Somewhere around there. There's some big ones up there. Way up there. Yeah, they're calving pretty good. All kinds of different shapes.
Yeah, so we're going to see this by
Look at the wake breaking on the iceberg. In the ship.
I guess we're going to get some bigger ones.
Click, click, click. Everybody's click, click, clicking. That's a lot of snow up
have to go
there.
dig out another one.
It's probably the glacier up there. The difference in the color of that water.
Why don't you jump off, swim over there, and I'll take a picture and that will catch on the way back.
You betcha. As soon as they put that heater in there.
Well, icebergs, the way it was melted, it was like there was a fall and something on top of it.
I was just seeing how big that was. It came down last week. See, they're getting bigger.
That's a good size
Well, I was like,
chunk there.
I was telling him I was going to buy the expensive video, but I wanted one when I went there 14. You probably see one I said, well, if I don't use it, it doesn't hurt. And if you really enjoy taking video and use a lot of control, buy a big phone. It's more expensive.
I found him doing everything and stuff, so it really helped me come to the place when we got home.
Well, this is the first time I'm taking it up for years. I don't really know.
Color in that, oh, let's see, the camera.
There is no ice, no air.
Blue. don't think there's a ski tracks up there in the top, huh? Well, somebody's been playing around. Probably, little Mother Nature. I only learned to control this wide angle thing so it'll be slower. Maybe it'll be better.
There's a boat over here.
Where we're at. There's a boat coming down, but there's a kayak. Where is it? There he is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Two of them.
Yeah, you should be through there.
Yeah, there's two of them. Another one off the point. Maybe it's going to be a scale of what we're talking about here. Back it up.
There's a real big iceberg down there.
We'll run the tape out probably today. Here's the tender. They're putting it out right now. Yeah, I wonder who's going to ride it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having one of those little tenders.
Look at the roughness on that iceberg. Rough. It's cold. Bridge or something. Wow. Give me a break. This battery is not dead. God damn, I just charged this sucker. That's long as they last. A couple hours my foot.
There's a boat over there too, isn't it?
We'll find out.
There you go,
He's probably going to go up there and land on it.
No, he's got one.
Talk about hitting an iceberg. Now, that's a guy you really got to watch about hitting an iceberg.
What kind of boat is that up there?
He's taking too many pictures of these glaciers and run back and put the big battery on charge. That sucker was fresh this morning, too. Go like 4 hours.
Should be 30 minutes. You only get 3/4 the charge anyways, I think.
Yeah, it's a little dirty compared to the rest of it. But it is bright.
Good luck to see, aren't you? What about you?
No, he's kind of sitting in the same spot. Now, he may be going the same way we are. I don't know. He's right in the middle of everything. That's a big one. What's that, 25 feet out of the water?
They're hanging 25 feet out of the water.
what they said? 25 feet out of water, 40 feet wide? It's a big one. That thing's huge. What a rock. That's just ice floating there, I think. That's the glacier, Will. There's another part of the glacier. This is the river one here. Just a shot of where it's at.
Look at the icebergs as we go close to them to see how much of them are underwater.
Actually, she's in Costa Rica, right? I think so.
I thought we had just passed it.
Yeah, we still got a ways to go.
There's another one.
There's a boat way off in the distance. That's not even small. And a big chunk of ice.
Good idea.
Give you an idea of the scale. Let's back it up here.
That one chunk over there at one end reminds me of the Arizona Memorial.
Yeah.
That thing is probably 75 feet long. Probably 10 feet out of the water.
There's a close-up of this one.
Look at the color of that. I hope that comes out. This black and white doesn't do justice to that thing.
Isn't that nice? I just hope, like you say, I hope the color comes out.
Now waiting until we get a little bit closer to get it.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Not
blue.
reflection, that's the color. Blue.
It is unreal.
That's bumping ice cubes he's running into? Yep.
There's a few carrots there, eh?
Yeah, 2 carrots? Yeah, right. That's 2 busloads or bigger than that. That's bigger than 2 semis, I'll guarantee you. He's not going to chicken out on us and not go.
Huh?
He going to turn around here or what?
He's gonna hack. I'm surprised. Look at what we came through.
Trail through the pack ice. And we'll probably have it all go back together. We'll go down on the other side of the island out there, from my island. We'll probably go down the one on the left going out. We thought we were just going to go around the island. He just keeps going and going and going.
There's that blue ice cube there. Wait till you touch the water.
We're getting closer. Come on, guys.
This morning, is it?
No, they, it's all dried off now. Oh, they're going ice hunting.
Yeah. Well, that'd be a nice fishing boat, you know.
Would that ever be a beautiful
All kinds
fishing
of weather.
boat?
Well, you need to knock some windows out and get a rod out.
Yeah. Oh, well, right up back there.
I wonder if I can get, I wish he'd go over that great big chunk of ice so we could get a definition of how big it really is. We're so close now. There's some water flowing. Just a little hydropower over there. And around here, we better back up just a little. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he's not one of the big ones.
Chickening out, huh?
I think so.
Long way here,
Can
Charlie.
you get her?
Well, I can't see it because it's not blue through the black and white lens, but I'm shooting in that area. Yeah, it should be. He's turning this puppy around, I think.
Yeah. He's going to run over his light coach. That's what he's going to do.
I doubt it.
Nice side thrusters on now.
He's spinning this thing on a dime.
Mm-hmm.
Over on the port side, what's he going to do? Probably going to go get a drink or something.
He's looking.
Cruise director's on there. Probably going to throw him in.
I'm probably gonna go for that big sucker down there.
Nah. Take it over to the waterfall. We can get a picture of the waterfall here. Yeah.
Well, did you get that blue on this side?
Hopefully we'll be able to see the stripes. And this gigantic one that we come to see. There's actually stripes in blue and white. With some dirt. In that particular one. That's a pretty good little waterfall. Goes up there, coming out of a big canyon. Where's my button here? Big canyon. Big canyon. Little bit closer. You know, he may just be taking us in there a little bit further. I don't know how far he's going to make it.
Yeah.
Start?
Can you zoom in on it?
Yeah, I think so. Tough to tell. The eye's getting shined with the sun here on the coming in, but that's seals, is it? Not there, huh?
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
How many do you think are out there?
That's okay.
Still can't get over that one that's so blue.
Isn't that something?
In black and white, it doesn't even come through.
See if you can get the big one there. Look at the blue on that.
Yeah, I took that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Blue tinge to it.
Yeah, there's several of them.
Yeah.
I asked that cruise director for the city, and he said the Alaska one is not just for stuff with cruise, but it's everything we can see.
A lot of seals out there.
Yeah.
Whole pack of them.
Tons of them.
Powerful lot of water coming down that place. Huh?
You can see them all over there. On that side too, you can see a whole bunch of them over
Hey,
here.
there's some just laying out there in the little brown spots of those seals.
But you should be able to zoom right in on them.
But that big pack is right over there. Just lazily sitting there. People think they are smooth, but they are not. Oh yeah. Well, see all this stuff here, it fell off this morning. Doing a good job. Keeping snow up on the mountain. Here, chopper. Gosh, I hope that blue turns in. Very jagged.
Look outside there on the
Just go on the other side of the boat now.
I thought it was real cool down there. Me too.
Oh, no,
I mean, I thought it was cool.
Worn it out.
There.
Some people are just naturally nuts.
That's got to be the girl that's heading up the kids program. She's very,
Oh, yeah.
she's so
Yeah, kids are really not involved. They did little activities today and
Get a shot of the underwater portion of an iceberg there. That thing is probably 30 feet long, only a couple feet up off the water, but you can see underneath how it flares out, different shapes. That's what can hurt the ship. He really put this in here for that big one. Zoom in a little bit here. Get the backside of that striped one that we took the picture of. That thing is a monster. I'm not going to run into that one. I hope you can see them out there, but there are seals laying all over the place. It has moved since we've been here. Alright, and everything else going on. Cranking it up now. I hope this turns out. I just came in and used the facilities and got a pack of cigarettes and looked out there and there's that gigantic iceberg. We're just starting back down the sound and hooked out there. Now this would be a tough view to keep going. Oops. Here, look out the door. A little perspective on how big we really are here. We're gonna spin around here. And then we're gonna zoom in. That one chunk of ice out there, I don't believe really is ice. See it in there? It's probably what, 32, 38 footer. And yet, in perspective, what we've been seeing, it almost blends in. Staying out of our way, that's what he's doing for sure. Good shot of the glacier there. A little fast. Back up a little bit. Let me get the whole thing in there. There's that big one over there again. Maybe can't even see the boat. But it's there. Boom. Hidden. Uh-huh. If I can get this shot. Yeah, it doesn't look any... That one over there looked like a duck when we went by. That one was pinnacle. Let's see if we can find some more. All kinds of shapes and different ones. A couple of ducks maybe? Looks very similar to some seagulls around here. Definitely one we wanted to miss. Probably, I don't know, 50 feet long, 30 feet wide, riding out of water maybe 15, 20 feet. Biggie. Spectacular view on our way out. The Tracy Arm and Sawyer Glacier. Spectacular. Don't get no better, folks. There is a pretty spectacular shot. Let me zoom in on that peak. Look at that. Not a bad looking view. Now that on the left, it may look like snow, but it's water going down the rocks and then flickered by the sun. And that right in the middle is a river of water coming down. Comes out over there. Sometimes you never see where they come out. This particular one is easier to see. That's wet rock on that side. People are probably going to get sick of looking at waterfalls after this little count, but here's another one. There's actually two. Now to the right. Smaller one of the two. Don't know how much I'll get of that one. And this one over here to the left. There's a lot more streams. A lot of water coming down on that one. There's really nothing above it that indicates that it would be coming out like this, but sure is coming just right out of the forest. Let's back up here a little bit and see what I mean. Nothing but virgin forest behind it. No indication there's water coming down. But it is definitely coming down. Ooh, nice. A little slapping going on. That's that little deal there getting hit by some of the waves from the ship. Looks big, I got it in pretty close. It's pretty small. Probably only 10 feet long. The waterfall is spectacular. Keep looking out to the side of the camera while it's going up and down. Another spectacular view up one of the canyons. Really amazing how it's similar to something like the Grand Canyon or something. Pictures coming up. The sun's right in my eyes and I'm looking through the viewfinder. It's spectacular. Now it's indicating the bass battery. No, it's not. Maybe I should make it mine. I shade the lens a little bit. Maybe that'll help get my hand out of the way. Beautiful wraparound bowl up there. There's the battery signal again. Now it's gone away. Now it's back. Yeah, a bit of a panoramic view on the way out here. Still some icebergs floating out there. Little pups, little guys, big guys. One more flea bit. We're getting a little bit closer to the ocean coming out of the farm. But we've stopped and took a picture of these icebergs. These mountains aren't too bad either, but these icebergs are stranded. The low tide. Water is gone out. And the sea underneath them is a long ways where you normally wouldn't see them. Like that one there where the thing's way up in the air, that normally right at water level, that ledge is. You've got a pile of them sitting over here. All different sizes. Some of them pretty darn big. Next tide comes in, then I'll go back up. Mud flats. Could be something moving over there. Maybe leave the binoculars and I haven't seen any. Mud flat there.
They put the binoculars on the watch for it.
When we get out here further, the channel narrow considerably. There'll be some mud back out there for us to watch for bear most of the day out there. Here's still up. There's a real big one out there. That one. I don't know if it's still floating or not. Maybe it'll be back up here. That's pretty good. All the way back. Close enough? Terrible place. And their own private houses. Watch the world go by. Tide going down. Smaller boat over there pretty rough. That's our waves back there. And then we're back from there. Wave action. Just from the tide going. A lot of water to move to a small pond. Green buoy there. Side of the channel. And the red one. You should keep a little clean out because otherwise hard to see right now. There was more of another panorama view. Now we can take it up just a little. Still get the view. Oh, there's wood sides out there with some tide going out. Let's see a couple of them in the shot. Looks like we're back out in deep water again. Somewhere. Back to rock the coast and beautiful country. Up those calves, icebergs over there that we were looking at before. There's a sailboat in amongst them someplace. He came by us and I came over there. High and mast. Be careful, he's going to sit in the mud too. That's it, buddy. Sun feels good right now on my back. When you think of this, this is one of the exciting moments of the whole tour. We're replacing the gangway. The tides here in Starlight keep going up and down so much that everything was almost flat when we came off at about 8:30 this morning, and it's now 11:17, and they got to put that extra, about 20-foot section on it to be able to get it to work, and it's still going to rise up. Isn't this exciting? Let's show some of the graffiti down here. The dock is under construction. There's some of the gang boxes. People wait until that lift gets done. But the interesting thing is the graffiti, not necessarily on the berth, but starting here with the rocks. These are all not people necessarily as ships. And see different names of those get to the north side. One above it's an old Princess one. It's like the crews come out and just plaster the place. There's some more. I haven't seen any from this line here. This is a long way here. That rail line is over there where the train comes, or eventually will come. Actually, it's not a train line, but there will be one over there, it looks like. Come right to the ship to pick people up. And now there's some more of the TV down the walls. I may be zooming in a little bit. See a couple of them here. Here's the Sea Princes, and there another one. Coming down the line. Let me just go down. There's construction jobs going on. There's the exit here. Can't quite see it here. So now we have a new ramp, and down here is a set of stairs. We're going to fork that over here, stick it on the end of the platform, and have another area. So when you walk off, it's a little different. We shot off the back end of the ship. They always seem to turn their ships around to be able to go straight out. This is Skagway, the harbor area, of course. We've got a airport and a chopper field. You can see the choppers over there. That's for all the tourists. And that's the downtown area right there. Goes back up there for probably 2 or 3 city blocks. Big residency of 1,000 people standing up, as the man said. Goes back here. Look at the area. That's the normal. We got about 400 or 500 kids that show up back at the summertime to work so they can afford to go to college. So we're not here alone. Canard line is in. Here's the Canard. Behind it is 2 Princess ships. So there's 4 ships in there. There's the tail end of one. What's this one called? I forget now. That's the Golden Princess. Wouldn't have any staterooms like ours. That's the Golden Princess there. And there's another older Princess behind it. There is tail end and the Canard. Canard's got a big window area right in there. Got some nice berths below, but no patio ones I could see like ours. If they're up there. There they are. There's some up there. The second deck down, looks like. That's been off and on raining here and there. Kind of using up the film. Got the tail end here. I assume it'll tell me more, Manitowoc rain. Weather's a little different, but it'll work. Yep, hang it up. Before we get to an interesting place that here's my own picture.
That's the 85 bucks that's stuff on
Steam engine number 73 on the left.
Warning, trespassers will be shot and their lives will be prosecuted.
Skagway. Skagway was known as the Klondike, gateway to the Klondike strictly because of its location. It's up at 1,000-mile waterways known as the Inside Passage. And Deepwater Port, the shortest route into the interior. They never found any gold in Skagway Valley. And all 14 cars behind the diesel engines built in Erie, Pennsylvania. There's GE locomotives with Alco motors.
Right there. There it is. Print that.
The conductor has asked me to tell you that if you are too warm in your car, point. This particular area requires major blasting to solid granite rock.
Wow.
Southeast communities that are not landlocked. You can drive all the way down to lower 48 states, all the way down to Florida. And down below it, of course, is the Skagway River. Well, back in November of 1897, a U.S. Draft, a former mayor of Minneapolis, decided to build a wagon coal road out of Skagway 6 months before the railroad began construction. We only made it about 12 miles out of town before we ran out of funds. So if you look about 50 feet down, you'll see a well-worn path in the bracket water. That is the whirlpool section. The first car is now passing the whirlpool section. Look straight down the left-hand corner, and then continue looking back left over your left-hand shoulder. You'll see that white water is just boiling the left-hand river.
Get me or I get you?
Building, we will see painted on the rock onto Alaska's Buchanan. George Buchanan was a coal dealer from Detroit, Michigan, who had a travel program for young boys and girls back in the 1920s and 30s with long trips that included a ride on the Canadian Pacific steamer of the Inside Passage and a ride on the White Pass Railroad. It cost about $300 each, and it's important to note that the boys and girls had to earn 1/3 of the cost. The parents paid 1/3 and Buchanan matched 1/3. For one day, a few of the boys would appear on the train to Clinton stations. They got off so they placed a black cloth marker on it into the memorial to those two. And the other 33 that lost their lives. Two tunnels. To the right of that, we will see two steel bridges. The first car is now passing that. Look down the road, that one? Oh my God! Yeah. Washing me. Once again, as we cross over the Skagway River, there will be a pipe suspended alongside the bridge on the left-hand side. That was put in during World War II. It appears that it was. Combination freight train and passenger service. The train was hauling lead and zinc ore down from Whitehorse to Skagway Ore Terminal. And in 1980, and then in the distance you do see the Klondike Highway that goes on the opposite side of Mine Mountain. On the far right of the Klondike Highway, you see the Upper Coast Line.
Oh, yeah. There's another train right there. One right behind it. See another right coming back.
And also, if you look above the clouds there about 10 or 11 o'clock, you can see an ice field and kind of the mountains there on the left, to the right of that you see a little snow, blue ice, very difficult to spot, but that is the Cleveland Glacier that feeds Bridal Veil Falls.
Look at that.
And just down below us you see the Skagway River. Will be coming into view. We'll be going over Glacier Gorge, 1,000 feet above the valley floor below. We're at an elevation of, it's about 250 feet long and it's very dark inside.
Now that's what makes me nervous, Carol. Where's all those people
One cantilever bridge in the world. It's down 215 feet above the floor below. The train actually crossed over this bridge for over 60 years, until 1969. The train started hauling that lead and zinc ore down from Whitehorse to Skagway Ore Terminal. And because of the additional weight of the ore, they chose to build the alternate new bridge and tunnel instead. Now, the tunnel is almost 3 times as long as the first tunnel. This tunnel is about 700 feet long, and don't forget it, it's very dark inside. The whole train too is we had a pick on the trail. We get an average of over 30 feet of snow up here in the wintertime. Now that's compared down to Skagway, which gets only about 3 feet of snow. a Japanese current bringing the warm air off the water. Snow is usually melted up here by August, so it does return again in September. Going
White markers all over the place.
We are working our way back south to Skagway. And I will be when the first car is passing, so we will have milepost, the orange.
Well, don't bother.
On the other end of the train.
You enjoy this running?
A little bit.
Milepost number? Train seems 69.
How you think it would feel
Somewhere in a minute.
took you longer?
That's me.
What
about me.
time do we get back down the hill?
Step around.
Gotta get the post in first.
Here comes the old 98.
One windshield wiper working on that conversion. Yeah, so are we. Okay, that's close enough. That's close enough. There's a 98. How you made that up?
Oh, I got that.
The seasons, presently is a brown speckled bird, but in the winter it is all white. It grows extra feathers on its feet and uses those like snowshoes. And when
Dad, take a picture. Quick. Dad, not ready to go. Too late. Oh, Dad. You missed.
No, it's okay.
They're rising. I want to put you back for
Back from the train, the crowd returns. Yeah, we're leaving, where are we? Skagway. Yeah, okay. That's the thrusters pushing us out from the dock. We don't use any tugs, but it does create a lot of currents there. Let's see if we can wrap around here. See what's happening down at the other end. That was a run-in. Excuse me. It was forward. And back there we just have good old props. Turning things up. We'll probably leave here. And back, we'll get some more pictures of these graffitis from the cruise ships. We finally found it. Does it say Windward?
It says Windward, it says 94, and it's a captain's name, however you pronounce that.
There it is right there. I guess you do it the first year you're in or whatever, but there's the Norwegian Cruise Line with their present logo and Captain Luck, L-O-K-D-N-D-O-O-E-N. Well, he's just next to John of 82 and Doris and Koss and a few other ones. But that's there's Norwegian, so you can just among the others. Let's see, we got no, Max Ford, that belongs to that little dude there. There's the Regency Sun. This is like a who's who of cruise ships here, really. I don't know who that is. Up here on the top. Some more cruise ships. More cruise ships. More cruise ships. And I better back out. You won't see them all. Get quick. I don't know if his cruise ship comes up or not, but it's a who's who of ships, that's for damn sure. Not only that, there's another rock below them. Get a little closer, you can read the suckers. And we'll finish up with the construction. Oh, he brought that wheelbarrow this morning. I don't know if he's stealing wheelbarrows or what, but he had a wheelbarrow when he came to work this morning. And he still got that sucker. Doesn't know what he's going to do with it, but at least he's got something in it this time. When he came this morning, there wasn't nothing in it.
Yeah, there was someone getting
Construction company is from Seattle. I don't know what their progress was for the day. But, I don't know what that thing does. I guess that's the cable tightener for tightening the cable that goes over there. Let's see if I can get it in. That cable, he's tightening it up for the night. So, I don't know, if it's doing something, it's probably just securing it for the night. There's the Manitowoc. Cable off the other end. Yeah, we got another barge over here. They're still completing the rest of the dock, so they can put two ships in there at one time. The other side over there, the Canard was by itself. The Princess was stacked up, one behind the other. Behind the Canard came in the local ferry, Alaska ferry. Yeah, putting cars and trucks on them where they were going. So, anyhow, we're off to Haines. Our jet boat ride through the Eagle Preserve. So, we're going to get some dinner. Got a beautiful sight. Look at down here though. Let's do this. As we go down the end, we're only going down a couple miles and getting to Haines about 6:30. It's 5 now, so we say goodbye. Well, we just had dinner. It's 6:14. We just pulled up in Haines. Let me grab a hold of this one. This is the whole place, Charlie. I'll get it in maximum zoom so you can see the whole thing. This is Haines, Alaska. Just get dripped on. I better zoom in a little bit so you may miss some of that. Do a little slower on here. Tide looks out. We're going on a jet boat cruise through the Bald Eagle Preserve. We'll be back till 10 o'clock tonight or so, so I thought I'd get a shot of downtown Haines now. Now that looks like a promising place. Looks like where the locals buy their place. And no, maybe the only gift shop in town. Looking around all of a sudden. There is a couple right over here by the, maybe not. Yep, there's some more tourist traps. So we got some friends looking for some magnets. Find out if we get one or Meanwhile, we'll back it up, and there's the buses we'll get to go on our little tours with. Find out what happens. Stay tuned.
What is... get you turned around here.
We have bigger ones, American. Bigger. Lord Eagle. Bigger. Right, Peg?
Over 150,000 pounds new weir. The weir is like they built a fence now.
Do they eat other birdies?
Yep, they do. As a matter of fact, last year, duck caught one up the river. Eating native food. Well, I didn't want to bump the motor. Usually he yells.
Yeah, he runs in a fire hydrant. What's that other bird up there with him?
Yes, I did. You got a point. Well, there's some fish for you. What a line, huh? Sockeye and drinking fish.
Giving us the once over. There he is. Hello.
Huh? Can you see him? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I'll just hold the boat against the current.
You're going to get any better shot than that, Jared.
Quite a ways away, but you'll be able to see him silhouetted.
Oh boy. Black and white doesn't do justice to that bird.
Okay, did anyone happen to see the movie White Fang? Okay, White Fang was filmed entirely on location in Hays and in the Chilkat Valley. Pretty good job of filming, since they had to deal with all the rugged conditions that we have here in the winter when they were trying to build the town scene in town. Weather was pretty chilly. It was about 15 degrees below. Now the boat that you see over on your right over there.
My babies have been hanging around here, but they don't all belong to the parents. Now they're a really big bird. They're about 40 pounds.
Getting hungry.
You are?
Mendenhall Glacier from a parking lot. We just came off the rafting trip here in Juneau. Now I get a shot of this before we pulled out. It was spectacular. A little cloudy. Fog on the deck when we came in this morning, but it turned out nice for the rafting trip. Joyce even made it through, and we got a photograph to prove it. Going by there. We were up on the lake just directly below that. It's big.
And we have no roads in and out of Juneau. This is it. On the way out, it's called Out the Road, and we're now heading towards town. So, and those are the two directions you can go. See these stumps here off to the right, that gives you an idea how high the
boats here.
This kind of grayish tan building up on the hill there is the...
Well, let's see, it's Friday. We just got back from Juneau. This is Douglas Island, which is just across the street from Juneau. Did a rafting trip. We recommended you didn't take the camera, so we didn't. Oh good, a plane's going to take off here. There he is. See if he can get everyone. Douglas Island Bridge, second bridge they had there. Then you get into downtown beautiful Juneau.
State capital, isn't it?
State capital, yes, absolutely huge. We're going to see most of it here. Some of the curio shops are hidden behind the ships. Said 7 blocks long, 2 blocks deep. That's the Prince's line in front. Back one here is the Holland America.
Starting down, that's one we were thinking about taking.
Here's the, back it up a little bit. See that tender, that's how we got to shore and back to shore. Getting one little shot coming in, but not much. Got 3 of them running today. Yeah, downtown Juneau. Really nestled in, landlocked, no roads in. You fly it, or you boat it in, so one of the two. It's foggy coming in this morning, so I didn't shoot coming in. As you can see, blue sky out there now. And a little bit just as we're getting on the rafting trip, and then she ripped. She needle ships in. Coast Guard, I guess they should say. One over there you can identify for sure. It says U.S. Coast Guard. I believe that one's a naval ship there with 35 on it. And then there's another one. Nope, there's 2 of them there. That's the back of one. In the front with no number, huh? Oh well. No big deal. Anyhow, beautiful downtown Juneau. Capital, federal. And city government make up about 60% of the population that work here. We're going to watch the sequence of operations of putting the tender back on board. He's backing up to that white hook hanging down. There's a big metal connection point there on the boat. That's a really big thing. I don't know what he expects to do if he grabs it. Probably go in the water. It's going to look awful heavy. Maybe 50, 60 pounds. I think you have to get back underneath that pretty good. We'll give another shot here. Kind of looks a lot better on it. There's the metal connection right there. Now he's going forward. It's similar in this front. There it is. The plane coming in. There's at the engines running. Soft loading still. And up she comes. There's about waiting board or anything. We'll be on the inside, and they can clean them up in there. The air operated ship, these little window that's up on top here closed a minute ago. And we continue to get out of the water, I guess. That security guy was climbing up on top. He's doing something. Oh, they have nylon fabric type doors. You're just flipping that over and putting it down. I'll be able to see those ones when you get it up, other than the fact they're going to bring it in. This out. Here's an interesting little tidbit. That's the North Star, I think it is. And they put a floating dock off to the side that they bring the foot planes for foot tours on board right off the side of the ship rather than having to go over to the dock. And we've got 3 in there right now, 2 bush and 1 regular. The piers, they've got 1 more sitting out there ready to come in. And they're dead in the water. And there's another one just sitting there waiting. Piers, that they've got their own little device for taking care of float tours on the ship. Down. Well, we've got 3 of them sitting down here loading people up, ready to take off. In front of the North Star, there's the docking area, and there's a shack. The ship is kind of swinging on that green building. It's a warehouse, got a restaurant in the end of it. That's where they picked us up and dropped us off. That sailboat back there is new. But this is an interesting one. They were taking passengers on board this. Looks like they're doing a cruise. That'd be a nice one to be on. But gigantic one, but it might be a special one. It looks like it'll be. First 5,000 all the way. There was the executive sitting next to that. Here comes the last of the passengers now. Doesn't appear to be anybody left on shore. We'll lock this boat up and get the hell out of here. There's one of the planes just taken off. The North Star with 11 passengers. Move the other ones up. Bring the other one in. Right there, ready to pull in. That's the bush plane. 3 props in it, rather than just 2. Here's probably wait here a minute, because we've got our own boats that go down the fence, alright. That's a lot of ferries is coming through, and that bush pilot will probably take off. As soon as the wake quits, I'm sure he doesn't hit that wake. Powerful engine on those buggers. I don't know how many passengers they put in there, 6 or 8. That's the first one. Nice colored one. There was an orange one around here for a while. I don't know what happened to it. There's a dismantling superstructure as we came in and went off of the ship. We went on the lower lines that were on side. We've been dismantling by the boys and folks. We're very passionate fisherman and market man. He's turned into small pieces. I think it's taken apart. Just up the hill from where the end of the town is this interesting little thing. I don't know what it is. I'll ask some people at dinner tonight. It's a steel structure up on top, concrete at the bottom, all in rumbles. But it's a pretty good sized old beat up structure. Might have something to do with mining time. There is something over there to that side. I'll zoom in on it. Obviously concrete on the bottom. Might have been an old railroad station or something, but it sure doesn't look like it. Steel structure up on top. Yeah, and the dock is just kind of hanging right now. The platform is being put in. So trying to give them a cup of coffee. That gets folded up. The other one getting installed all the way up to here. Pulled in and stored. They are turning around. They have been. I don't know if both anchors up or what, but the last tender up. This is the facilities at the other end of town. There's 76 there. That's a pretty good stake in the future up here. And looking out in the sound, what direction we'll be going. At least it looks like there's water sufficient to do that. He's turning around and we're off and running. Yeah, continuing the shot as we're leaving or preparing to leave. We spotted something interesting out there as far as a different kind of cruise ship, and we'll zoom in and get a better shot as we go past it, maybe we'll do it. But you see it out there, it's a submarine. Coming in, going out, sitting there, I don't know. But pick it up on the way out, we'll take another shot of it. We're on the way out the channel. Spotted something, I don't know if I can still get it or not, right up in there. Mine. Next to that trailer right there, it comes back cage in there, just 10 feet in, I can see through binoculars. Apparently it's a 2-foot long tunnel down in the mountains. Bringing iron ore out from one kind of the processing too. It's really tough. I don't know if this is going to do justice to this or not. But it's, Friday evening. Just about asleep. I'm not doing too well at my shot tonight. It is beautiful out there, so I thought, let's try it. Clear, nippy, big moon out, cruising along in the ship. And it is beautiful. The moon is something else. Let's see if this one turns out. It's about 20 minutes to 10. Still twilight out. This is a shot. There is a town over there. I don't know where it is. It's out there someplace. But this shot of this guy, where is he? There it is. The wind is just going bonkers. Just a shot. Is unreal. This is what you see in the brochures. This is, what, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday morning. Just after 7 o'clock. Time to get out of bed. And this is Ketchikan. Coming up into Ketchikan proper. It's been going for the last couple of miles. See the cruise ships up there. Sitting in dock already. We're going to head in that area, I'm sure. I don't know which one we got in port now. A lot of times this is the first stop on the way up. Ferry port here with whoever else. A little technical here. There's a little boat thing that sticks out from the ship. Beat up. Probably some of the logs. Some of the glaciers. Fell off from the glaciers. Well, it's scratched up pretty good. See how deep it sits in the water. And get on the bus. We need to go on another boat. There's the canard sitting here. Oops, one wrong way. It's a canard line from Dynasty. Stopped at a lodge for a rest pit. Just before we go down to the jet boat, which is right down there. View out in front of the lodge here. Actual lodge where you can stay. The old construction of a log.
I waited till they perfected the smaller one.
Here we go.
We're traveling along. We've got 38 people aboard here. And if anyone spots some wildlife, be sure to let me know. And I can tell Captain Joe because he's got 2 eyes and I've got 2 eyes. But between all of us, we've got a whole bunch of eyes. Bunch of sticks up there. That nest is probably about 6 foot across.
Oh, yeah.
Place in Oregon. I crawled up into it once. It's in an old growth spruce, and it's about 14 feet across, and it was about 10 feet from the top to the bottom. And stink? Oh,
and that's their float plane out there you see. Now the construction of anything out here, you have to think about bringing it in on the boat. And you can see they've got a cement foundation there on their house. It's the Tonga National Forest. And down on the water there are areas that are privately owned. But very little of the land is actually private. Just small sections of these beaches you'll see. And living out here, then you got to think about the tides. We just think of jumping in the car and going to the grocery. We're coming around the corner here to Motor Bay, and you can see a few houses back in there. There's about 10 cabins and houses back in there, and it's a nice calm bay. Years ago, the dories would come back in there, and fishing boats will go back in there when the water... Now, you know, when we went by KP and we talked about the sawmill and how we have to ship our lumber in, there's a couple of brothers, the Salih brothers, they've gotten a little bit creative about how they wanted to make a living, and they sell... Well, here's a VW engine that runs the sawmill here. And then they can sell some lumber locally, help the economy out a little bit. Nice little bay back in there. That'd be a great... On the board built their house right on site, you know, where they had unloaded the cement and brought in all their building materials. This house on the right over here was built in Ketchikan, and then they hauled it out here on a barge, and of course
Going straight towards us now, and I mean right at them. It should be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blend in awful well.
Oh, yeah.
Come out to say hello.
Oh, there. Oh, I see.
Blends in with the rock.
Yeah, he does.
We're still picture taking here, Joe.
Yeah. Right. When they move, it makes
They aren't very afraid of us, are they?
It's not bad.
Thank you very much. Here, family on this little area here. And they have their 4 daughters here. Now out here in Southeast, out, way out, a lot of families choose to live out here, and most of the children are homeschooled then.
a little baby bear. I've been seeing him here fairly frequently. And the other day he was eating blackberries or salmonberries. Just being the heck out of it.
Please jump right in the middle.
It's really shallow in there. I can't go up there for it. I'm enjoying watching all these salmon jump. There's a lot more salmon here today than there has been. Actually, if you look right down into the water, you'll probably see them. Probably, but I'd be a little bit concerned.
I'm going out in the water. Probably going to catch himself with a fisherman.
There's some rapids back in there. Now, if a person did want to go back in there to that, decided to come over here and visit Loring on the way back, because we got to see that there. You notice those two pilings over in that green grass area to the right? That's where you'll see that there was a cannery on that site large enough in an idle, but till he shuts off the engine totally. Sometimes the waves will kick back and this boat will slide sideways, right, and bump into the dock. And I don't.
Artistry work inside the building.
This is probably where he's coming from. Yeah. That's what he's doing about
Who cares?
My God, there's 4 of them.
Hello.
I've never used my motor drive before, but guess what?
Here they come. There they are. That's a pair.
There's 2 pair.
Oh, there is. Oh, there's another pair. Let me back up. Another pair up there soaring. We have a tree that's molting here.
I wish I had that. No, about like 36. I think they're about 37.
Oh, there's a good shot. He's got a chip at the end of his wing. It's landing. good shot of the docks at, where are we? Where are we? What down? Ketchikan. Knew it was someplace. Now, let's see if we can find the suite. It's only half 10. First time we had a shot at it. About the third or fourth set back there on the little deck. Right up in there. Where it is. Convenient. Dining's right above us. So is the kitchen. There's the guy who does the dishes. Tenders come in. We'll catch one out here in a minute. Gotta go buy some more stuff. Anyway, that one, I don't know what line that is. First thought maybe that's the one that has all suites, but it's no big ship. Now we'll do a little bit of a panorama view here. This is downtown area, really right along the water all the way. We survived the entire day without getting rained on. It rains an average of 300 days a year here. Average rainfall of like 167 inches or something. Their worst year, we got 85 inches back in the 80s. Here's one of the Princess cruise. There's two of them in here. There's a Canard. There's another one behind us. I took a picture of. You saw that. And pretty much the town. Pretty country. Went the wrong way. Only has about 30 miles of road from one end to the other. It's an island. No bridge to the island. So once you get a car here, it's here. Take it off at the local airport. You can escape. But oh well. Looks like it might rain yet today, but we survived. And now the ship's turning a little bit. You can get a little better shot right down the channel. I don't know exactly what's happening. They seem to be moving a little bit, or turning, I should say. See the view of the channel. I think there's one out, maybe not. There's another Holland, America cruise ship, Northern. I can't read it through the wind finder, so we figured out. I don't see any, except for the older ships, doesn't have the balcony type one. Only the porthole on the bottom down there. The portholes. We were thinking about taking that one. Good thing we didn't, huh? Lots of boats parked over there. Everything is rock. You want to grow something, you got to import dirt to do it. You want a level building site, you blast it there. It's quite a place. It is big. What do they say about that mountain there? Something like, if you can see the top, it's not raining, but hang around, it will, or something. There? What do they say about that mountain up there? If it's covered with fog, it's raining?
Yeah, and if it's not, it's going to rain.
Oh, and if it's not covered, then it's going to rain. But we've been lucky. Not a drop today. This is what you call a traffic jam. They got a kayaking thing they do with them. And the other boat going around the stern back there is a cabin cruiser they use for a tour around the harbor here. And these guys, they're all out in the middle of everything. These kayaking tours, so that ought to be real interesting. Water's not that warm. There's a dive one. One of the gals in the elevator said she was on the dive thing today. automatically focuses, but I can't. I'm assuming it's automatically focusing. It only does. That's the Goldie Princess. It's got some staterooms up there. Yeah, down there. Yeah, right there. But they're just the big rooms, it looks like. Probably the owner's suites. Got the camera out real quick. A couple of kayakers just come by. Because they're inspecting our boat. I don't know if they get too close to those props back there. And pretty typical. A large fishing fleet. Comes a couple of boats by now. Pretty typical of net fishers. And an extra boat on the back to wrap that net closed as soon as they get something on board. Here's another one. And there's a whole slug of them down there getting fueled up. I would assume they all took off down that direction and they all come back here. Totem Pole. It's a park up there. Where do you go there?
Indian Village.
Indian Village, it says. What it says here. Well, on the way out of Ketchikan.
Saxman Indian Village.
Saxman Indian Village. Okay. Apparently in Alaska it's okay to burn things. Just back it up there. Like the trash. I saw one guy downtown was doing that right back in his house. So I assume that's his business too.
And an old oil drum. It reminded me when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. We've already come about 3 miles from town, so summer place. Homes still keep going. There's some way out there too. And the waterfront property, you gotta go where it is, I guess. There's lots of boats. So they started at about $250,000 for the junkies. He didn't say that, but I will. That one's not considered a junkie. That one might be. Well, it's the last day of the trip, and we found out what everybody got last week. Apparently, it was pretty rough the whole week. Here's the skylight. Not much. Blowing a gale. See the white water. Nippy out here. Wet. What you'll do for a picture. Still rough out there. It's only a couple minutes later at the last one. Not outside, right. It is fairly rough. White water, swell, blowing a gale. Glad it's the last day before the first day. You're going to tip the tip. Yeah, first land, this is BC, British Columbia. Seas are a lot calmer. It's about 1:37 in the afternoon. Just had lunch again. I just noticed too when I came out that there's another cruise ship back there. I don't know if you can zoom in on it and let's see if we can find out. There it is. And there. There's only 3 come in on Monday. Probably one of the Princess cruises having a drag race with her. Hard to keep reading different things. It's calmed down. We are getting into the straits, so the ocean calmed down a little bit. And finally starting to see some land, so maybe it'll clear up yesterday, who knows.